And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cyrus Webb Presents. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. We're simulcasting our broadcast today, so we welcome those tuning in on Facebook, LinkedIn, as well as on YouTube and X. Glad you all could be with us. I'm so excited to welcome Kate Thurman to our broadcast today. I was saying to Kate, it's hard to believe when she and I first connected, it was because of this anthology. She said yes to herself unapologetically, the Empower Her Guide, where she is one of the contributors. But today, we're not going to talk so much about that, but we are going to talk about how that's been able to be a springboard for her as an author, motivational speaker, and also one of the co-owners of Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans with her husband. We're going to talk to her about Graceful Gatherings, what it's been like for her to build that up, and let you guys know how you can be able to be a part of that with the Thurmans as well. Kate, welcome back to the broadcast.
Welcome. Thank you, Cyrus, for having me. I'm so glad to be back here with you. I'm excited to be here, actually.
Look, I am as well. It's hard to believe, Kate. I don't get to say this very often to guests. The last time we talked, we were actually in person together, which is
Yes.
crazy. So, Kate, you've had quite the 2024. So I want to talk about that because there's been a lot of things happening. You were just sharing with me some more news as well. What has it been like for you to see what's happened since you were a part of this anthology and all that's happened since then?
So, Cyrus, I always say, first and foremost, I give honor to God who's the head of my life. But Chanel, I'm always talk about her because
Mhm.
she's not my coach. Lachelle is my coach. The three women, Chanel, Lachelle, even Anita, because Anita Newsom is the one we went to church together. And so those three women played a pivotal part in helping me change my life and saying yes to myself.
Mm.
um Saying yes to myself has opened up doors for me. Being able to speak globally, getting opportunities to be, to speak globally, and now having my own um TV channel, Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans, courtesy of Zondra TV Network on Keep It Real TV. It's a micro channel on Keep It Real TV. And I'm so thankful to Zondra and Lachelle Atkins for offering this opportunity for Chris and I. You know, I'm just I'm beyond. I'm not gonna say humble this time because I always tell you I'm so humble, Cyrus. I'm so humble. I'm not gonna say that this time. I'm excited. I'm happy, and I'm so thankful for it.
Yeah, and there's a lot to be excited about, and I will say this too. And of course, your face plays a big role in this, Kate. But also, you're being willing to do the work because we all know that face without work is nothing. Hello to you, Anita. Good to be able to see you. And she says, "Love the work you do as well." We're going to talk more about the impact you've been able to make as well, Kate. But again, I'm glad you started this conversation where you did, and because it really is about saying yes. So
Mhm.
many people do not say yes to themselves. So many people do not recognize opportunities and blessings in front of you. What has helped you to get there? Because a lot of people don't consider themselves worthy. When did you start realizing that you were already worthy to do what you needed to do?
When I realized I grew up thinking no one wanted to hear this little girl from Demopolis, Alabama. I'm from that old small town, thought that I didn't have a voice, but I met some phenomenal women and we all work together still to this day. And, you know, faith over fear is what got me here,
Mhm.
knowing that someone wants to hear what I have to say because what I have to say matters.
Yeah.
And being able to help and uplift other women and individuals while I get to the next level in my life and being able to, honor God while I'm doing it, it's something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it has to do with realizing what your purpose and your passion is. That's
Yeah.
going to lead us right back to Graceful Gatherings. But talk about that because in your contribution to She Said Yes to Herself Unapologetically, you shared a bit of your story, Kate. But what has that been like for you to realize that your story mattered and that other people could be inspired by it?
I didn't, being able to realize walking in my true divine purpose is my chapter in the anthology. And when I realized that, I had a purpose, knowing growing up and knowing that, God was always with me. I was just afraid to speak out or speak up or say anything and say this and that was happening to me. So being able to now walk in my true divine purpose and now help others walk in their purpose, it's taken me to a level. Well, Cyrus, it feels good. It really feels good. I am I'm so excited to be able to do that, and knowing that I have this platform, knowing that I'm walking in my true divine purpose. I am now a role model for some who didn't feel like they had a voice, knowing that
Hmm.
I have a voice, knowing that I am just as good as this person, and that person. It's overwhelming. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
It doesn't stress me out like I used to. I used to be so afraid to speak out. You couldn't get me to talk to anyone. Now I'm talking to you and everybody else.
Yeah, and that leads us to what we're going to get into with graceful gatherings, Kate, because I'm a firm believer as a country boy from Mississippi. I tell people all the time, I don't believe in allowing other people's limitations to stop me. If other people think they can't do something, I can't do anything about that. But no one can tell me what I can't do with God's help. So I want to talk about the building of the table, because when I think of graceful gatherings with the Thurmans, that's exactly what I think about. You're not waiting on an opportunity; you're creating the opportunity. What has it been like for you to have your husband there, willing to build this with you?
It feels good. And initially when we started on You Make a Difference, it was Anita and I knew I was supposed to be doing something different. So, and being able to be there alongside my husband and being able to offer this platform and helping people, get to where they need to be or help build their business and brand with Chris. I feel like this is what God has ordained for us to do together,
Mm.
getting back together 20 years later, 20 something years later, and being able in less than a year, we haven't even been married a year yet. And we have this
Wow.
whole platform of graceful gatherings where we can help others, you know, get on TV and expand their brand and help them, use their voice. Because if you can't use your voice, then who's gonna know what you have to offer?
Hmm.
And that's what
Yeah,
Graceful Gatherings, we wanted to do with Graceful Gathering. Show some of your talents, be able to get out there and get on streaming TV. Let's get out there. Let's talk about you, because can't nobody talk about you better than you.
yeah. Yeah, I think that is such a great point. Anita says, thank you for sharing your story and passion with the world. It makes a big difference. Hello to you, Melissa. Good to be able to see you over there on the Facebook side as well. I see you guys over there on YouTube as well. If you guys have any questions or comments for Kate, make sure you guys put them in the comment section. For those who are just joining us, welcome. You're watching Cyrus Webb Presents. Kate Thurman is our guest today. We're talking with Kate not only about what she's been able to do since the release of this anthology, which was my introduction to Kate. She said yes to herself unapologetically to empower her guide. She now, of course, has her own platform with her husband, Chris. She was just talking about graceful gatherings with the Thurmans. So let's talk about the name, Graceful Gatherings. Talk to us about where the name came from and a little bit more about the platform, Kate.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. When we started, everything we do, we is done in Christ, and it has to be positive content. So we were sitting there, we were talking. We was like, okay, now what are we gonna do? I text Michelle like at 1 in the morning, 2, 3 in the morning is when I do my business, and I said, I said I want a channel. She said you can have one, and then I went to my husband and said, well, no, we talked about it. But
Mhm.
then I asked her, and then I went back and I said, well, Michelle said we can have a channel. And he said, okay. He was thinking he was going to be behind the scenes. I said, no, they need to know about everything that we do, because we have our own nonprofit as well. So I was like, we need to do that. We need to talk about, we need to help people. We wanted to be able to help people have an affordable platform and be able to share their message. And so that's how it came about. So we actually sent out text messages to our friends and families, because we had, angelically gatherings, we had different names. And so they all came together. They came up with one name, and we prayed about it. And it was Graceful Gathering. So when we sent that out, everybody was like, yes, that's the one.
Mhm.
We actually prayed about it, and that was the one. It was God. It was ordained for us to call it Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans, because we're letting you into our life, and we want to be able to create this platform so you can be able to come in and feel like you can share your story with us as well, gracefully.
Love that. Love that. Hello to you, Lachelle. Lachelle says hello to you as well. So for those who are just finding out about the Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans, let them know who is the perfect guest for the platform. Talk to us about that and what it is that the platform provides, Kate.
So the perfect guest for graceful gatherings with the Thurmans is someone who wants, like I said, an affordable platform to share their message.
Hmm.
Someone who has positive content, um, believes in Christ, because the whole platform that we're on, Zondra TV Network, Keep It Real TV, all of us, we're Christian based. If you can sing and you want to be able to come and say, hey, I want to showcase a little what I do. If you can cook, come, should send us a little clippings of you cooking. If you can, and then we'll interview you, we'll help you. That's helping you expand your brand. So that's what we wanted to do, and we wanted to be able to offer that to people around the world and letting them know we're just normal people doing what we are trying to get you to do. We want you to be able to open up. We're just normal people.
Hmm.
That's it.
Love that. Hello to you, Felicia. Good to be able to see you over on the Facebook side. Felicia said, yes, you're talking to Sister Nadine Sims now. That's not one of the characters she has in her book. Love that. Let's see. Anita says, "Love this, Kate. You and Chris are awesome. You make a difference." And Lachelle says, "You have blossomed in record time." Talk to us about that because you have done a lot in a short amount of time. Do you still have those wow moments, Kate, when you
Yep.
think about all that's happened for you just this year?
Yes, I have those wild moments when I have a meeting with you, when I have a meeting with Zandra, when I'm sitting on a meeting call with Anita, with Chanel. I talk to Chanel weekly. When we have another idea with our team, and we sit there and we brainstorm together. Okay, well, let's do this, let's do that. When I get calls, um, I'm going to Honduras next month. I'm gonna be a speaker from this. We were offered to go to Africa in August, but I had to decline that. So Chanel and Aria are actually going from the group. All of us was offered, and so they're going. But I'm going to Honduras next month, and I'm partnering with. So I have all of these wow moments like, this was me. This is me, and just less than a month ago, or
Hmm.
less than a year ago, you
Hmm.
couldn't get me to talk to anybody. So all of those moments are wow moments for me. Being able to be a TV producer, I'm an international best-selling author. All of that, all of those things are wow moments. Being connected to everyone that I'm connected to now that I wasn't connected to less than a year ago. All of this started for me in September, talking to Chanel on the phone.
Love that. Hey, man, it's welcome to be able to see you. He says hello to you as well. Another member of the CMG family there as well. So, okay, I want to talk about then what it's been like for you to be on two sides, then, Kate. You're on the side that's able to provide a platform like you are with Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. So, that's providing a platform. But what has it been like for you also to be able to surround yourself with people that are keeping you motivated and keeping you inspired?
We need a team. We need that. I need that. I don't think if I didn't have a team, if I didn't have the CMG team, if I didn't have Angelica Bless, especially if I didn't have Graceful Gatherings team,
Hmm.
Lachelle and Zandra, all of them, if I didn't have those team members helping, pushing me, meeting, and all of the, especially if I didn't have my husband, I
Yeah.
cannot. Without him saying yes to all of my ideas, because I have a lot of ideas. I'm just saying, I have a lot of ideas. And when Chris says yes to all of the ideas, he don't say no to me to those ideas. And sometimes I sit there and say, he may say no. I sit there, I sit and say, well, wait, I have to talk with Chris. He may say no. And then he said, okay, baby, but he's my biggest supporter, and I need that support system to be able to do these things. He's my biggest supporter.
I
And
love that.
all of you, everyone that I'm connected to, help me be able to do the things that I'm doing, being on both sides of it.
Mm. Well, it's something, and that's why I love the fact that you're able to offer these opportunities. So, Conversations Media Group, the parent company of my organization, we're excited to partner with Kate and her husband Chris in Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans with a very special promotion that she is running right now. So we're excited to be able to tell you guys about it. So you're able to be able to get a placement, a 30-minute interview, on camera interview with Kate as well as her husband Chris. You can see them featured there with Graceful Gatherings, and a 15-minute interview on Conversations Live, the radio show with me on iHeartRadio and Amazon Music. for only $250. That's the regular price of $399. So this is a deal that you can only get by contacting Kate. So you have to make sure that you contact her. The email is there, but we have tagged both Kate and Graceful Gatherings on Facebook as well. For those tuning in on LinkedIn as well as on YouTube, you guys can be able to email her there as well. And I was excited to be able to partner with Kate and Chris on this because it allows not only, of course, for you to be able to be a part of their on-camera platform, but also for us to be able to do a tag team and have you on our iHeartRadio platform as well. We're also heard on the radio dial where I live here in Mississippi as well. So, Kate, I'm excited about being able to partner with Chris and you on this. I'm excited about what you guys are offering for people, but I want you to tell people about the reach of Graceful Gatherings. Talk to them about why it's so important for them to be able to book this spot with you.
You have a reach of 350 million homes, 50 million viewers, and we're in 197 countries. We're on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV. We're on a lot. I can sit here and name it all, but that's just to name a few. Mm-hmm. So this is why you want to book this, to expand your reach. And, you'll have a bigger platform to promote yourself, promote your brand, and, we're all here. We have several things going on for us, and we'll be able to help you get to where I am in less than a year.
Love that. Love that. And I love that, too, that there's such a variety there. So whether you're talking about comedians that have family friendly material, recording artists, this is a perfect platform for you guys. Even though Kate is located there in the Atlanta area, I'm here in Mississippi. Because it's on camera, you guys can be able to join wherever you might be. And as you heard her mention, you can even send in clips of your work to be able to be played during the interview as well. So again, the promo that's going on right now for the summer is for Grateful Gatherings with the Thurmans and Conversations Media Group. You get a 30-minute on-camera interview with Kate and her husband, Chris, a 15-minute interview, which is audio only, with myself, a Conversations Live, the radio show for iHeartRadio and Amazon Music for only $250. Again, regular price is $399. Again, if you're joining us on Facebook, we do have Kate tagged there, so make sure you guys do contact Kate directly to be able to get the deal. It can't be gotten through me. It has to go through Kate. So make sure you contact the boss lady to be able to get to get the deal. I can't help you. So make sure you reach out to her to make sure that you guys get that before the end of the summer. She has a lot of things going on. So definitely want to make sure that you don't miss out on those. So I want to talk about, before we wrap up here, Kate, I want to talk about, again, what words you have for inspiration, because you are known for inspiring other people. For people out there who have a goal or dream for themselves, I'm going to let you speak directly to them. What advice would you give them about pursuing that goal?
Be courageous. Faith over fear. Always, when you be courageous and you step out on faith, then and especially when you are putting God first. When you put God first, He's not going to leave you straight. You're going in the right direction when God is leading you.
There you go. And you're hearing it from someone who knows firsthand. So again, Kate Thurman, one half of Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. I have an exclusive interview with Kate and her husband, Chris, coming up on Conversations Live, the radio show, coming up this weekend. So you guys look forward to that. We'll be posting about it on social media. Ricardo, hello to you. Ricardo says, faith over fear. Love it. And Felicia says, be of good courage. Yes, that is such a great thing. And Anita says the big thing about that deal, can't beat it with a stick. Awesome offer. So make sure you guys take advantage of that while you can during the summer. Contact Kate to be able to book your spot for Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans, as well as with Conversations Live as well. Kate, a great conversation with you. How can our audience stay connected with you?
You can reach me at Graceful Gatherings 811@gmail.com. 770-765-6641 is the phone number that you can reach us at. We're here 24 hours a day. Connect with us. And Graceful Gatherings on our Facebook page is Graceful Gatherings with the Thurmans. That is our Facebook page. You can connect with us there as well.
Love that. And we do have that tagged as well. Kate, great conversation. I know it's going to be the first of many we're going to be having, talking about Graceful Gatherings and the great work you're doing. Looking forward to our next chat together.
Thank you for having me, Cyrus.
Very glad to do
You
it.
guys
And
are
we thank
there.
your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Cyrus Webb Presents. Until next time, you all make it a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.